Okay, time to talk about some Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, Episode 1.
Holy!
Yes. Oh, where do I start, even? It's just... I'm gonna say right up front, it's good.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. It's almost like the 5Ds director is good at his job or something.
I know, right? Oh my god, it's just so...
More than I was expecting.
Especially considering what we got last time. And hopefully we'll never deal with that again.
Taken aback.
Yeah, that's really the best way to say it.
At any rate,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
is one of those series that's just known for not following its own rules at all. And they've been edging closer and closer to doing that over time, so we figured this was going to be, the first opportunity for them to get it right, like 100%.
8,000 life points, please. No, and I don't think so.
And it turns out they went in the exact opposite direction, which is, no, we don't want to be anything like that.
Not only are we not going to try to get closer to how the rules work, we're going to ignore the rules half the time.
We're going to embrace our history of looking like a complete misrepresentation.
And that is exactly what this show is in a nutshell, but not in a bad way. In fact, this single-handedly made me almost want to get back in again. Just to, play with these kind of cards that are just so clown shoes. I just gotta do it, because unlike the freaking Zeal cards where it was like, hey, we got all these puns, get it? It's funny. These ones actually make a legitimate attempt to be humorous.
So we've got our new protag, Yuya Sakaki. Apparently he's the son of a...
shepherd?
Yeah.
He's a circus master.
Yeah, basically. I mean, entertainment duels and whatnot. His dad was kind of good at those. And apparently, his dad opened this school. Before
we go into that, we should also establish how the world works here. In this future, I assume future if they aren't just separate dimensions now, they have learned how to basically take technology to the point where monsters can be materialized in the real world to become buddies with humans.
Yeah, their holograms are beyond holograms.
If you guys remember the holodecks in Star Trek, they're that. Basically, it's a room or a field where you can basically take a room that's basically all white and nothing in it, and then make like buildings or war sites or whatever you want appear.
Stand on them, run around, stand on them, monsters. It's all there, and it's basically done for sport to entertain people.
Yep.
And that's the first thing that the show does really right. It's not about trying to be the best just duelist there is, or revenge solely for the sake of revenge. It's we're here to entertain, and we're going to be the best entertainers we can be.
And what else do you want from a show, It's pretty meta, if you ask me. So yeah, Yuya's dad opened up this school and went away. I don't know if he's supposed to be just dead or AWOL yet. Maybe they haven't explained it. Maybe they have, I just haven't paid that much attention to the promotional material. But either way, we open on him just screwing around playing against, Clownface.
I don't even remember his freaking name, actually.
Did we even?
No, he had a name. Yeah. He had a name when Yuya ran into him. He said his name.
I don't remember who it was.
I was going to call him...
old Japanese one.
Ducktail.
And he's dicking around pretty hard, and his little girlfriend kind of gets mad and breaks the freaking
Machine.
solid matter creating device. Yuya falls flat on his face and everyone's laughing. But serious problem though, because it's kind of the only one that place had.
Because they're kind of like a not very like they're not the only one in town, and theirs is probably much smaller than others, I would assume. Because if they don't have the money to even make a replacement.
They call it a school, but it's really more like a tutoring business.
It's definitely not like it's not like a dual academy.
Nope.
Which probably has them.
And they're sort of down on that when some fancy suit comes walking through the door. And that's really all he is.
Literally all he is. He's got like yellow and black, so he looks like that Zenny guy from Killer with his face at least, only with a Hitler mustache. And like slick back black hair.
And long conversation, but basically he wants to have Yuya face off against the champion Strong Isujima or whatever.
Yeah, Strong.
His name is Strong.
He is the son. He's the son of Stronger, my friend. You give him respect.
Something. Yuya's father ran away from this matchup years ago. Who freaking knows?
Remembers the promise, something.
Yeah. At any rate,
they're
not going to accept until he brings out the, we'll replace your system for you, free of charge.
Latest model.
All you have to do is say yes. And then they're all...
And then Yuya's not there.
He's not there to say yes because he's having a moment. Everyone has to angst at some point.
Yeah, remembering all the stuff that his dad always told him. In the end, he takes up the challenge anyway. Cause
it doesn't look like it at first, though, because he's not around. And then, while everyone's like wondering where he is and saying he's kind of like his dad, a clown walks up behind Strong.
Yeah. The shenanigans. Turns out it's him, and our game begins really with that little bit of.
After a bit of banter, he jumps on he gets on like a zip line thing that he stands on. And as he goes down, he summons his Hippo that he jumps onto and starts running around the field. I know that sounds weird, and that's because it is.
It's true though.
It's this giant castle arena, and
with a forest, and he's just running around it on a pink hippo.
Strong's just like, dude.
What are you doing?
Throws down his frickin' Battle Guard King or whatever.
Oh my god, Swamp and Lava Battle Guard.
The Swamp and Lava Battle Guards? We sure don't.
I remember wanting to make them at one point, but I was like, it's never gonna work. There's no way. Apparently they got a support card now.
It's because they're not being played by Tristan anymore.
So, I mean, big scary monster goes to smash the Hippo, but wait. Apparently they have perfected the art of cheating cards. You just have these extra things floating around the battlefield, and if you can get your hands on one, you can just use it the moment you get it.
Action spells, go.
Yeah,
action cards.
It's basically a weird battlefield Yu-Gi-Oh thing where it's like you play the cards as you get them almost.
So he uses one to evade the attack completely, and since the thing can apparently attack again, he pulls another one out of thin air to keep his monster from dying and take half damage. So already he's super pro at this game. Because he kept his crappy card on the field for free, basically. And it's just really cool that they aren't screwing up the characters' main decks for cards that would do this.
Yeah, basically they just put them on the field for them to pick up as they go. So it means we can send to actually have, you know, good decks be used. So if you know, I don't know, if you even one of those kind of people who like to, you know, build decks based off what the character uses, it'll actually be one you can use that won't suck ass.
Oh, and then he pulls 3 more of these out of thin air to fuel the, like, power down card that's really, really fucking terrible. Apparently you're only allowed to hold one at a time, so he was super good and found out where all of them were first before using them as fodder. I'm like, whoa.
He is a ninja, clearly.
But of course it's not always that easy, and the guy pulls out an action card of his own to keep his Battle King out there, and well, smashes the crap out of Odd Eyes. Holy shit!
Yeah.
5K attack. Woo! But apparently the previous trap card that buffed his monster up sends destroyed things back to the hand instead of killing them dead. And Yuya's sitting there staring at his hand going, what do? Because it's all monsters. And just invents pendulum summoning.
He used spiral power to make new cards happen.
He's having one of those moments where it's just, what do I do? And then remembering those words of wisdom, moves forward. And
then he just gets cards.
Breaks the game. Half his hand transforms. We're not even kidding here.
Like, yeah, 5 cards in hand, 3 of them turn into pendulums.
Setting the scale with the scale 1, scale
with the white wizard
magicians.
and the black Naoki wizard. I call him that because he has red hair and he has the same eyes as Naoki.
And we end on that, but of course he's going to be dropping the rest of his hand in the next episode to win.
Yep.
Maybe.
It ends right as he brings those 2 into the pendulum zones and calls out a freaking ducktail fish. I don't even remember what the other thing was. And Odd Eyes.
Odd Eyes pendulum dragon this time.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Silly. And it can only get more silly, and that's what makes it great.
Yep. We get to know that you don't have to worry too much about things like Zeals. We're not doing anything for 50 episodes. Now we're going to have all of our friends become like monsters, and the universe is in trouble, and you know we're gonna probably stick away from that.
Boss fights are going to be incredibly.
Boss fights are going to be fun.
Because they have all this time to talk shit and just literally asshole.
It's going to be a fun one. The only thing that makes me sad is I don't think we'll ever be able to have an equivalent to this in the real world ever.
No.
Only in our heads.
Well, at least we can maybe hope for a video game that does it.
Oh man, I don't even know how they do it. But
they've made a Turbo Duel one, so like, so there's always a hope.
Opening and ending. You know, I don't remember the ending at all.
I only remember a little bit of it. I don't remember this, them walking on the beach and hitting Yuya in the head with a bat.
She always finds something to hit things with. She's a...
No, it was the other one. The fat guy. They were trying to break open a watermelon, and Yuya swung down and missed it, but his head right in the way, and then...
right. We didn't talk about his friend,
well,
Yuzu. She's very anger-prone, it seems, but she cares.
I think that's why we didn't talk about her. She is very generic.
Like, at least she's not just there.
I mean, yeah, at
like,
least she's not there. She's part of, basically, she's part of the pit crew for these action duels. She's like a teacher or something. I mean, it's better than what's her name from the other one, Zeal, she literally didn't have a point.
Nope.
Not as good as Aki though, who, you know, was
Tried to destroy the world
who tried to kill people when you first met her.
What can you do?
Get a non-destructive girlfriend, I guess.
Well, either way on, then you got her dad who runs the joint. He's a character.
Not complaining. I mean, we haven't gotten to know him too terribly well, but
That's time. Then there's Fat Samurai. I call him Fat Samurai. He's not actually dressed like a samurai. He just uses like robot samurai cards. And we first meet him in like a, you know, feudal Japan like setting, so I just call him Samurai. I'll remember his name later. It's just I didn't bother to remember it now. And then you got random kid who just seems to keep watching you do things.
we're gonna have to
In
get more
before
on him next episode.
in before he's a Curie.
Oh no.
No.
Please don't. Oh yeah, Yuya actually has a living parent.
Oh yeah, he does.
His mom's there.
Not since Yugi have we had a confirmed parent living. In the Japanese version, Yugi's mom did live there. For those of you who never watched Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, this one's just there, and they're not even playing games. Gives us a little insight as to how it was for Yuya growing up and whatnot.
So, yeah, I guess overall, I like it a lot. Like I said in the beginning, I just love it a lot.
So far, so good.
Yep.
I, in fact, demand more of this, and there's only one problem I can even think about this show at all. Watching it makes me realize how bad quality Vanguard and Buddy Fight are in comparison, in terms of animation quality. Like this show clearly has like 10 times the budget of either of them or both of them put together. Like everything is moving when it has to move. Even the hippos are doing a dance. And Yuya's jumping around in his clown outfit.
Oh yeah, I want to see that Hippo Fest.
His transforming goggles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like there is so much budget going on here. So,
The pendulum swinging.
yeah,
Is
that's too.
more than just like 2 frames.
Yeah, it's actually the not in CG one is actually a consistent swing. You know, all the way through. Like they took their time. So I guess we're all waiting for episode 2 then. Glad to see Yu-Gi-Oh! At least the show stepping up their game a bit more. And hopefully the card game can do it too. Hopefully we'll see like a big mass ban of like a bunch of old stuff, so you just start clean. Because clearly that's what they're wanting to do anyway. They changed up all these rules. You know, no draw first turn, fields are separated, pendulum summons exist.
So clearly they should ban everything from Exceeds and older.
Well, they could do I guess they could do like just a big massive rotation. Like everything I don't know, 5Ds or even pre-Zeal just wiped out, and then they just reprint the cards they want to still be used.
Yeah.
That's so much work when they can just print bad stuff over and over again.
I don't know how it's so much work. I mean, even they have different card backs in the show now.
Oh, they can never make up their mind on that, can they?
It's like, I just say it, all you have to do is say, alright, everything from this set prior, you cannot use anymore. Unless it's been reprinted.
I don't know.
There you go.
It seems like they're set to showcase every summoning type in this show.
Oh,
At least we've seen every card frame in passing.
At least that. I mean, I remember when freaking Xyz came out, you never saw a synchro monster ever again, except for like the first episode for about 2 seconds.
And then it was a cameo.
So, yeah, I mean, that's something, I guess. Guess we'll wait and see about that too. But I honestly think they should just rotate out all the cards. It's like, I know how much I don't like rotations and stuff, but I think one rotation after 15 years won't kill anybody. It might make Super Yu-Gi-Oh! Fags a bit mad, but they can just deal with it. It's like,
let you make a format with this new mechanic that isn't, everybody OTKs all the time.
yeah, it's it would be a really easy way to clean it. Yeah, literally clean the slate.
Yep,
So,
change the rules how you like it too.
yeah, so I guess we'll see if they take that advice or someone gives them that advice. Just mention it to the internet and it will happen.
Something. The next list is like mid-July or something.
Mid-July.
Yeah, from like April 1st to halfway through a month somewhere. It's kind of strange, but we'll see what changes then anyway.
Alright, well, we'll see, because, I honestly like I know a lot of people don't like the idea of Pendulum Summon. Like, I've seen some people literally just quit the second they heard it existed. But I actually welcome it, because it has potential to fix this game up right.
Get less dead cards in a deck, that's for sure.
In fact, the only other thing I would actually say would be you should just start with them. Both players can just choose to start with them, just to make it move faster instead of having to grab them. With the card limit. Because only having 6 cards to work with can make it hard to do, along with no draw cards existing that are really good.
But while we're on the subject, how about that Curry Bandit?
Oh yeah, Curry Bandit.
Printing that in Dragons of Legend.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
During the end phase, if this card was normal summoned this turn, you contribute it, excavate the top 5 cards of your deck, choose 1 spell or trap there, add it to your hand, and send every other card to the graveyard.
Neat. How about Curry Babylon?
Well, we probably won't be seeing that, but who knows. But this thing is just...
Curry Bandit was the good one, if I remember.
Yeah, it's really good, even the way they adapted it.
Yeah, I actually, as I said, I might just get just for collector's sake, because it's all basically all the cards from the first series. So even if you don't like playing the game, it's like you can justify getting it just for nostalgia. Especially if you liked Waking the Dragons, which is a very it's a very hit or miss series. A lot of people will either hate it or at least say they liked it enough that they can appreciate it. I was leaning more towards liking it than hating it.
Only because
I like the card concepts.
Yugi losing his shit.
Oh yeah, that was great too. And Yugi getting punched in the mouth and just cutting down Weevil to death. Even though he already won, keep doing it. I'm thinking that card's not going to get made. It seems that I forgot how it specifically worked, but it's like as long as you kept getting
reveal monsters off the top.
Yeah, as long as you keep getting monsters, you keep attacking. And that's like
Please
no.
That would be the most broken thing in this series to play, especially if you're running pendulum monsters and you just make your whole deck monsters.
Summon.
Don't tempt them.
Mass summon on the field. Give one of them the ability to keep attacking.
That odd-eyes pendulum dragon dome. Double battle damage when battling a monster. Bueno.
Oh my god.
But that's about all we've got on the Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Front. And hopefully today we'll also have Vanguard. put up too. We just needed to talk about this because after the 4 years that Zeal made us hate everything have to deal with Yu-Gi-Oh, it's nice to see a show that not only takes its card game, less seriously again. Like how Bloody Fight apparently treats its card game because it doesn't freaking give a crap. But anyway, it's also nice just to see, all these rule changes, all these different things adding into the game to try to make it, to fix what it has messed up. Though the easiest way I still say is just wipe it clean, but at least they're attempting. It's more than I can say for a certain, gathering game, where everyone says the biggest change that has happened, and they act like it's a really big change, is that a card effect got like a new meaning or whatever, like a new definition or something. It's like, yeah, we've been getting that in Yu-Gi-Oh frequently.
Dark Strike Fighter isn't Dark Strike Fighter anymore.
Yeah, it's like we get those all the time. It's like, show me something that's really different. Like not drawing anymore in first turn, or field spells not working how they used to work anymore. Pendulums on both sides. The whole field looks different now.
Hello, Pokemon. They could never stick to a rule set.
No, never. But yeah, so here's hoping Yu-Gi-Oh actually does something to make us want to look at it again. At least it's trying. And that's more I can say for any other card game before the turn of the century. Magic and Pokemon, and I don't count Digimon because it's probably not even the same game anymore.
Dude, that died and got reincarnated about 3 times.
Exactly. So until next time, everybody, watch Arc 5. It's as good as 5D's, better even. At least on episode 1. I can't.
Dancing Hippo, man.
Dancing Hippo's all you need to know. Bye.